Welcome back. I'm eating ice cream right now because I'm stuck here because I don't have keys to my cousin's apartment. So if I leave, I can't come back, and I need to finish doing all these things so I can't go out and get food, and there's not really food here because he lives with a bunch of boys and boys don't really cook. So anyway, welcome back. I've been spending the past couple of days in San Francisco, so I thought, why not do another thrifting video? Oh, puppy is so cute. Oh, so easily distracted. So this week's video, because I'm in San Francisco, I thought, why not make another thrifting video, show you guys the thrifting scene on Haight Street around Haight and Ashbury. There are a lot of cute vintage items, nicely sequenced jackets, leather jackets, bomber jackets, a lot of vintage t-shirts, a lot of band t-shirts that I need 2 years ago. I would have bought all of it because now I'm trying to live a more minimalistic and aware lifestyle of only getting things that I really want. I was gonna say need, but I don't really need any of these things. We don't need any of these things. We just want these things. But I'll only get things that I really want. So I did buy a couple, I think 2 things or 2.5 things for myself. But everything else, I just kind of wanted to show you guys that there are a plethora of new or very lightly used items in these stores that you can buy for a fraction of what they retail for. Because I thrift so much, I've learned now, or I've gotten into a habit where I rarely buy anything full price. And even now, going to Zara, Urban Outfitters, I can't really justify spending that much money on this like fast fashion item that I know will probably crumble or the threads will start coming undone within 1 or 2 wears. Also knowing that I could go to a thrift store and buy a high-end designer item for about the same price or significantly less than what something as Zara would retail for. And so, moral of the story, it'll be good for your wallet, good for your mind, body, and soul, because it'll make you sleep better at night knowing you don't spend this much money. Aww, she just yawned. And it is good for the environment because you're not buying new things. So all of this is to say, if you find thrifting or shopping kind of therapeutic, and if you like finding good bargains and really good deals, definitely go out and explore and find hidden gems within piles and racks of clothing. But if this just really isn't your thing, I would even recommend eBay. I talk too much already. Let's just get to this week's video. Okay, enjoy! I am going to Crossroads. I wonder what it'll be like compared to the one in LA. The first thing I like to do is check out what's hanging on the walls. They generally have their best items hanging or stashed around the cash wrap. This is a great way to gauge the type of brands and clothing that they have at this particular store. I would give that like maybe a C-. Didn't really find much. It actually smells really good. Heading next door to Haight Ashbury t-shirts. Compared to Buffalo Exchange and Crossroads, Heldover was definitely a very OG vintage store, divided into different decades, 60s, 70s, 80s, a lot of retro floral prints as well as sequin dresses, and this jean jacket that's completely normal except in the back there's a head of a teddy bear. Wasn't feeling any of those places. Hopefully Wasteland has some better ones. The way that I can best describe different types of thrift stores, so you have your vintage, like pure vintage stores, you have your OG thrift stores, which are like Salvation Army, Goodwill, and then you have your kind of new age thrift stores like the next gen Buffalo Exchange, Crossroads, Wasteland. So for these thrift stores, they get their inventory from locals, people who live in the neighborhood who just bring in their clothes so that they can resell. If you resell your clothes, like if me or you brought in our stuff to go to any of the Wastelands, Buffalo Exchange, Crossroads, they will either give you 50% store credit or 30% cash. The more curated a store is, the more selective they are with the clothes that they pick, the more expensive the items will be. So for example, a 411 dress that I would see at Wasteland for $60, $70, I will see at Crossroads and Buffalo Exchange for about $20-ish. Because from my experience, Buffalo Exchange and Crossroads are not as picky as Wasteland. So my type of thrifting that I love and that I prefer and that you guys can see in this video is Wastelandy type stores where they have more curated, selective, high-end designer pieces, be it vintage, be it modern, be it new, be it old, be it used, be it brand new, whatever. Because I tend to find stores like Goodwill and most of Buffalo Exchanges to be a little too, it's kind of like Forever 21. When you walk in the store, you're really excited because there's all these clothes that are really cute for a really good price, but when you actually start looking around, you're like, oh my god, where do I start? Where do I go? There's so many things. I don't know what I want. Do I need any of these things? And then I end up just walking out. So that's kind of how I feel with these Goodwill, Buffalo Exchange type. Crossroads, it really depends on the location. As with any thrift store, it really depends on the neighborhood, the demographic of the people who live there, the people who bring in their clothes. Ooh. She's in my butt. Not in my butt. Do you want me to play with you or not? See, I hate it when dogs do this. They want you to play with them, but then when you grab their toys, they are like, no. So do you want me to play with you or not? Ugh. Alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this is helpful in some way, shape, or form. Please let me know in the comment section below if there's specific questions that you guys have, if there's a specific type of video that you like to see with these kind of thrifting things. I'd be more than happy to help out and to just, I don't know, I want to know what you guys want to see. And so, yeah, I will see you guys next week. I have a couple of exciting things coming up. Hopefully you guys can see soon. I think actually next week's video is I can't think. Next week's video will be next week's video will be San Francisco vlog. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.